Did we really erase a 21-point deficit and come back on the current Super Bowl champions? What? Man, oh man, welcome back to the channel. Papa Benny. You see, I'm all decked out in the Dallas garb. Feeling good this week. Hey, hit the like button if you like what you see. Subscribe. We're really trying to build our channel. Hey, I am happy. Today is what? It's Tuesday. I waited for things to kind of die down a little bit. I know you're supposed to strike when it's hot. You know what I'm saying? When the iron is hot, but I'm gonna get this thing, man, sooner or later. Y'all keep on praying for me. I watched the game. I really enjoyed the game. I saw something and I saw some things. And I got some clips, some from Foots. I got one from Foots, one from Sky, Foots the King, and Skywalker Steel. These are content creators that I think you need to go look at. Look them up. Skywalker Steel, very good with tape. Foots the King, very good with tape. Papa Benny, not so good with tape. Very good at copying other people's content. Hey, and this is for educational purpose. Fair use. Fair use for educational purposes. But here we go tonight. The first thing, remember last time I talked to y'all, I said I was going to play sounds from the sideline. I never got to it. Well, we're going to get to this one right here immediately. So here we go.
You is?
Yo.
Hey, shout out Malik Hooker. That's my brother, bro. That's my big bro, man. He been here since I've been here. Look up to him, man. That's my dog, man. You gotta get it on camera. Yeah, another day to be great.
Let's go. Let's go.
You play your game fast, physical, all right, and explosive, and take care of the football. Are we good? It's about the men in this circle. Them.
Man, we know it's our state today, man. Let's come out, let's whoop ass and dominate today.
I can't hear you. What the do we gotta do? Dominate. Let's go. This brother is good. Hey, we still out of the night before. One love, man. Let's go. Team on three. 1, 2, 3, team.
Prescott's under center, and they'll toss it to Williams, who cuts back to the left snap. They snapped it on 4th and 3. He's looking. He throws in the right flat, wide, incomplete.
You ain't really see me, huh? You ain't really see me. It's okay. You came out running. I can put it on you when you don't see me like that. We got it. Go back to that. Here, guard. I love it. I love it. I love that. I love to see that. I got you. I got you.
From the Dallas 15, snap is back. Birds throws the ball into the end zone, caught, and Brown backs in. Eagles touchdown.
A couple things. Number one, guys, we're good. Yeah. We're good. Couple passes, couple things that we got to get cleaned up in the back, and we'll be fine. All right. No matter what happens, you stay towards the same goal over and over and over throughout this game. And again, the most physical game we played all season. So we're gonna be fine. Get out the stack and let's run.
Play action, very deep drop. And he has to check it down to Ferguson in the left flat, cuts across the 25.
Keep working up there. Keep working. Keep working.
Great man to punt it away. Knocked up close, and man gets hit down. There's a penalty flag too.
Into foul,
a roughing
the kicker.
There you go.
Defense, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That changes things. Snap.
To play that again, you can actually hear him touch the ball. To me, seemed like you could hear him touch the ball, but Saudi didn't. He didn't throw the red flag, man, so they didn't review it.
Back to Hurts on first down with time. Throws it right. Caught for a first down by Brown again. Second down. And the quarterback keep up the middle. And he broke a tackle and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts.
That's my bad. My unit. That's my unit's bad. That's on me.
We can't have self-inflicted wounds. We were off the field on third down. That is totally on us. Can't self-inflicted wounds on first good teams. You can't do that.
Two tight ends. Eagles show a blitz. They give it to Turpin, and he trips over the 30-yard line and fumbles the ball. At the 35, and the Eagles have this one.
I'm almost over the Turpin experiment, but I think he got something that's good. I think he's gonna do something good before this year is over. Something great.
Let it go. You got it. It's still a hit though. It's there.
Too good for that, Turk. Let's go now. Let's go. Bring that energy, 3. Let's go. You too good for that, 8. Let's go. I got you. Fundamental game. We not about to do all that. Stay right there.
Goddard, the tight end who actually pushes him. He's the one who pushes him in, and he pushes him in now. Touchdown, Eagles.
Don't panic. Don't make up. Don't get frustrated. Don't go in the tank. Keep playing. It's a long game. It's the start of the second quarter. Long game. Come on, give me on that.
They just got a little head start.
I was talking to my boy Jalen. We was texting back and forth throughout the game. I just kept telling him we got this. I just kept believing we had this. I didn't believe that we was going to let them do that. They weren't going to come and dog walk us like that, man. I told them we was going to win this game. I got the text still on my phone. I was going to call and get him to co-host this with me. He's a Green Bay Packers fan. But anyway, hey, I'm telling you, man, no doubt. Like Dak said, not a doubt.
Got a little head start. Let's go.
28, play action for Prescott. Pressure. Rolls to his right, points, looks, throws it over the middle. Turpin across the 40.
Hell yeah.
Little head of steam 40. Got an angle 30. Runs out of bounds.
Hell yeah. Here we go. It's our turn.
25 seconds in the half. Fake on the inside handoff. Throws it to the left post to Pickens.
We gotta be tougher. Just lock in, easy. Cooper, did you scout me, bro?
3rd and 7.
Get him. This is stop here. Here we go.
Defensively, back to throw on 3rd down. No pressure.
There we go. Come on. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Good job. Coming out. Little way, man.
I think that was Pickens. Was that Pickens said that? He said Cooper DeJean is skinny. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Throws it to the left post to Pickens.
We gotta be tougher. Just lock in, easy. Cooper, did you scout me, bro?
Oh, that was Turpin. Okay. All right.
3rd and 7.
This is stop here. Here we go.
Defensively, back to throw on 3rd down. No pressure.
There we go. Come on. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Good job. Coming out. Little way, man.
This is 3rd and 5 at their 48. Hurts going back. Hit as he throws a duck. Snap is back to Prescott. A little play action. Standing great protection. Deep crosser to the middle. Pickens.
That's my dog right there, boy. Oh yeah, he's from Georgia too, right? You from Atlanta? I went to Bama. He went to Georgia. Yeah. Come on, right here, baby.
First down. Prescott play action. Back. Great protection again. Over the middle to Javonte Williams.
You ever seen a get tackled by a ball carrier? I was like, wait, what? I was hella confused, like, huh? Watch Terry run that ball, bro. You're gonna see someone get tackled by a ball carrier.
That was 35. There's the encroachment in the line. No flag, and Prescott going deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. That's a big play. Play fake, boot to the right. Prescott looking. Throwing in the end zone. Span! Ford is open. Brevin Spann forward with his first NFL touchdown.
Hey, I do this.
They're going to spawn about 10 seconds and they got out.
I wish you would have found your stupid ass down. I said, bitch, stay on his feet. He better stay on his feet. That's all I was thinking.
So this ball is at the 46.
Just head down. Do our job every time. Every play, every opportunity. Do our job.
56 yards. The kick's away. And the kick is no good.
They're going to take away right here. When we get back out there, we getting that. It's coming, bro. They can't run it on us.
Short.
Man, when he missed that kick, I knew he was gonna have to miss a kick eventually that we really needed. And that was one. But when he missed that kick, that was my heart when he missed that kick. Even though I still believe he was going to win.
Field after the missed field goal. Prescott with a play fake on first down. A lot of time. Deep ball. Left side Pickens. Up in the air. How about you, Pickens?
That boy like that.
We got to go win it.
It's going to be on us.
Prescott on second down. Back and runs up out of the pocket. Runs to his left, to the 10, to the 5, cuts to his right. Somersault to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown for the captain!
I'm glad that Dak don't like them. This right here, this for you, Dak. One more. Man.
Keep going. Take it over. That's what he's doing right now. Finish.
Well, they're looking to push the pocket. Little shovel pass to Barkley on the left side. Ball came out as he was tackled by
Hell yeah, Sam. Take that down. Take it. Oh my God.
Gibson drifting back. He's going to field it at the 3-yard line. Starts left, goes right. Gets away from containment, and then he's tripped at the 10. And the ball's out. And Trent Sieg, the long snapper, got down under it and recovered.
That's why you run down the field, baby. Let's go.
Slot on the left on 3rd and 3.
Whether it's setting up the field goal or scoring yourself, you gonna win this game, cousin.
Snap is back on 3rd down. Lots of time. Here they come. Down he goes.
Let's go.
Man, our coaching staff is like that. I don't even know that young man's name. But did you see what he told George Pickens? Listen to this. Let me make it big so y'all can listen to this.
Slot on the left on 3rd and 3.
Whether it's setting up the field goal or scoring yourself, you gonna win this game, cousin.
Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Snap is back on 3rd down. Lots of time. Here they come. Down he goes.
Let's go. I have the game on the line. Are you going to pick up? I'm answering that call every time. All we have to do is snip the other side of the 50, and Brandon Aubrey's going to kick us a field goal and win us a game. You can make that for you.
I love that they had that type of confidence in each other. He said, just make it to the other side of 50 and we good to go.
Hell yeah, butter. That's why he got an X factor on Madden. Yeah, we already where we need to be at to kick a.
An X factor on Madden. Boy, these boys, they just kids, man. They kids. They love it. Madden. Wow. They play real football and they go home and play Madden.
So he can kick a 61? I know I'm still new to this.
Prescott back, throws it over the middle of slant. Pickens for Nelly. It's 30, 25 running left.
Let's go! Hell yeah! Let's go!
Hold, 42-yard kick from Aubrey. The Cowboys have won this football game. Butter, 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 butter. Let's go!
Come on, boy! Let's go! Love you, my son! Great game, man. Great game. Let's compete. Let's go. No words. Let's do it, brother.
Oh, I love you, man. I love you. It's fun.
Bruh. That's my team right there, man. That's my team right there. All right, let's keep this rolling. So we saw sounds from the sideline. Let me see. My schedule is supposed to be sounds from the sideline. Then I want to do Sky. Because Sky going to show you something about our defense. And then we're going to go to Footsdaking. Foot's going to show you something. Actually, Sky going to show you about the offense. Foot's going to show you about the defense. Okay, Sky.
Some manipulation. Dak and Shoddy trying to stress Fangio and Bond, and both sides playing chess before the ball was even snapped. And right in the center of all of that tension, the X factor, George Pickens. On the first possession, 2nd and 8, Dallas comes out in 11 personnel, showing a 3-by-1 look with Lamb, Turpin, and Ferguson to the left of the defense, Pickens isolated to the right. Philly answers with a 2-high shell, zone underneath, 4 down linemen, a pretty standard Fangio picture. At the snap, Turpin goes into jet motion into the flat, creating a 2-by-2 look with Pickens running a slant. Essentially a slant flat concept, but out of movement, not a static set. Backside, CD runs directly at Zach Bond in the hook area just to hold him in place. And it works perfectly. Quinyon Mitchell and Nakobe Dean both converge on Turpin in the flat, leaving Pickens wide open with a massive window inside. The threat of Lamb on the hook holds Bond just long enough, widening the throwing lane for Dak. The result, a pitch and catch, first down. A small play, but a seed planted. Fast forward to the end of the fourth quarter, 45 seconds left, Dallas trying to set up Brandon Aubrey for a cleaner game-winning attempt. Shoddy goes right back to the opening call, just flipping the formation. Again, a 3-by-1 into a 2-by-2, slant flat, Lamb running a hook right at Bond, backside. Philly shows another 2-high shell, but this time the coverage is tighter to the strong side, which could indicate a change-up in coverage. And as they love to do, they rotate their safeties right at the snap, rocking and rolling them into a single high middle of the field closed look, ultimately morphing into a pure cover one man across the board. Up front, the Eagles crank it up with a 6-man blitz, with Bond wrapping around Dean this time around instead of dropping into coverage. Dallas matches with 6 protectors, but the design does isolate Nakobe Dean on Javonte Williams, the same matchup Dean won earlier. But not here, not with the game on the line. Javonte gets just enough of Dean, arguably his biggest blitz pickup of the season, and Dak gets the ball out clean. Behind the blitz, new Eagles cornerback Michael Carter follows Turpin across the formation, but takes a deep looping path. When he tries to recover downhill, he wipes out Quinyon Mitchell, leaving Pickens alone with a sea of green in front of him. Now, the way Mitchell played it, Dak was hitting Pickens regardless, but we'll take the assist from Carter. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is ball game. In a comeback filled with chaos and mistakes, in the biggest moment of the night, Dallas didn't blink. Shoddy went right back to the first crack he found, right back to where his bread was buttered, right back to George Pickens to seal the deal. And for now, save the Cowboys season.
Like I said, that Skywalker still, man, you want to see that. That's great that he could go through that film and he could see from the beginning how we set him up with a sowing a seed, and actually how we use what we sowed later on in the game. Now here comes Footsdaking. Y'all can look up Footsdaking, and then I got a little surprise for you.
We're going to jump right into these splits before and after the Dallas Cowboys made some monster trades with Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams, more so Quinnen Williams. Let's look at these numbers. Points per game allowed. This is week 1 through week 9. They were 31st. Total yards per game allowed. It was just crazy, bro. Almost 400 yards a game, 31st. Rush yards per game allowed, they were 29th. Takeaways, they were tied for 23rd. And sacks per game, they were tied for 17th. Enter one Quinnen Williams, enter one Logan Wilson. And the headliner, obviously, is Quinnen Williams. We're going to talk about him. But, guys, this is just a 2-week sample size, and you did play some bad offenses, but we're going to talk about it. Points per game allowed, 11th. Yards per game, 7th. The big one, rushing yards per game, 45. That's second in the NFL the last 2 weeks. Takeaways per game, you're 8th. And then sacks per game, you are 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, get Matt Eberflus better players. This is the results. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Footsdaking. I know that was a lengthy intro, but I had to get that off my chest. Listen, I have been very critical of Matt Eberflus, but I've always kept in my back pocket that some of these guys just weren't playing good football. I'm going to remain and keep saying that. I know you guys love Trevon Diggs. This is not me crapping on Diggs. I swear I'm not. But man and zone, the tape was not good. I did a whole piece on Kyer Elam. He literally lost you games at times. He's no longer on the team. So you want Matt Eberflus to run his stuff with the team that is really sprinkled with a lot of Dan Quinn's players, their mindset. You want him to run his stuff with players that just weren't playing good football. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic. You got him some good players, and the defense does look better. There are tangible things that you can hold on to. Do I still have questions about our edge pressures? I do. There were times, even last game, where these guys just weren't getting home, but you were playing a lesser quarterback, and that's why you put zone. Like, you could put zone out there against a guy like Jalen Hurts because he's going to struggle. His eyes are going to drop. And, oh, by the way, when you fix the middle of the defense and pressure is coming from the middle of that defense, a lot of quarterbacks' eyes are going to drop. They're going to start running around doing that type of stuff, and you'll probably see a lot of that. Playing a guy like Patrick Mahomes, they're going to have some issues on the offensive line as well, just like the Eagles were. A lot of teams towards the end of the season are going to have offensive line issues. So guess what? You have 3 beasts in the middle of that defense. You can get to this guy. This isn't about that. This is about the improvements on the defense. Let's talk about it. And before we do, I want to talk about Brunt. Brunt, you guys see that I am the biggest supporter for when it comes to Brunt workwear. I'm telling you guys.
I'm going to skip over his sponsor. I didn't cut this part out. I didn't edit it. But here we go.
The biggest reason why the Cowboys have turned this defense around is good players. And number 1 on that list, you brought an all-pro and put him in the middle of your defense, and it's showing and it's tangible. And I think a lot of people thought of Quinnen Williams as just a run stopper. Yes, he is that. But he also had 8 pressures versus the Eagles on 30 pass sets. The guy has been outstanding. He gets upfield. He knows how to play the game. And just listen to what Sam Williams had to say about him when it comes to the leadership part of things.
Down 21-0, going into the half. What was communicated at halftime by the defensive staff that let you guys know that you guys need to go out there and take care of business? And then what was you guys' mentality as a team defensively when you guys went out in the second half?
Again, Quinnen Williams, he stepped up, he talked, he's like, man, I like it like this. We can go take it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nothing, give it to me. If it, like, I didn't get here by getting stuff given to me. You know what I mean? So that turned up the whole defense. We broke it down before the coach even came out. Like, it's just the words he was saying, it made my heart beat fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just brought the juice and energy. Like, I just felt it from first play out. From the first play defense touched the field, we had that energy, and we did what we said we was going to do.
So that's Sam Williams basically saying, like, bro, Quentin Williams was the one who turned me up. He was the one who basically said, like, when we were down in that game, like, just believe, just do what you need to do. There's no amount of money that you can pay for a guy who can come in, galvanize your locker room, and pretty much say, like, listen, guys, we aren't doing things.
He said that Quentin Williams told him some words and that those words made his heart beat faster. Wow, Quentin Williams, do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
The right way. We aren't playing this the right way. Or just do this. Y'all settle down. You guys saw on the sounds of the sideline how he was able to kind of mentor Donovan Ezaraku. Like, you need that type of stuff. And oh, by the way, he's still a great player. This isn't like some old vet who's on his way out the league, Calais Campbell's still playing good football. But the point is, you need those type of leaders on the field. He's not on a podcast. He's not, on Twitter looking for a hug after every game. No, he's actually doing tangible things in the locker room, pushing these guys. Quentin Williams is 1,000% the biggest reason why this defense has turned around. It is what it is. But it also ties into what I'll talk about when it comes to Matt Eberflus and the scheme. Matt Eberflus needed a plugger in the middle of his defense. That's literally how he funnels and runs his defense.
A lot of y'all running around talking about who the plug is and all this and that. Hey, y'all, we got a plug. We actually got a plug.
Number 2, competition. Guys, this is still sports. Cutting Kyer Elam, everybody on notice. If they would have just went out and said, you know what, we got Quentin Williams, but we're looking at Kyer Elam and he can still, we think he's going to get better. No, they said no, absolutely not. He's not good enough. We're going to put Savone Revel out there. We're going to put Kalen Carson out there. We're going to move Bland around. We're going to do the things. And that's what they did. And guess what? That type of stuff, number one, it saves your locker room because it says, man, listen, we all watching the film. This dude isn't doing what he's supposed to do. Why is he playing? The players can feel that. This defensive staff and even Brian Schottenheimer, I like the precedent that they have set when it comes to if you don't do your job, you're not going to play.
Man, y'all don't understand. We Cowboy fans. We've been going through a lot. We've been traumatized. When our team came, our team didn't even look like a football team. They looked like they forgot how to play football. How did they get drafted into the NFL and then forget how to play football? Now, they resemble a football team. Wow. Y'all just don't. I think some of y'all out there I know do understand.
I said it when it comes to Diggs. Like, I want to see how they handle things when Diggs comes back because will he just jump right on the field over some of these guys who are at least doing what they're supposed to do? Another thing when it comes to competition, Oso Odigizua, he had a monster game versus the Eagles. But early on in the season, he was struggling. Now, some of that is scheme, and he's playing out of position. He's probably playing more reps than he should. He's a 3. Kenny Clark is a 3. Quentin is Mr. Incredible, so he can do it all. But now that he's back where he's supposed to be, he saw Quentin Williams walk through the door. He sees how he practices. You cannot tell me that this guy is like, man, I better get my stuff together. Yeah, Osa, you better. And you know what Osa did? He went out there and he locked in. Like, that's the essence of sports. Competition. If somebody comes in your room and they look like a dude, you better step it up. And that's what he's done. Competition is number 2. To me, it's the reason why, And these moves, it's the reason why you keep competition throughout the year, because if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm going to find somebody who can. That's what the front office did. Number 2 is competition. Number 3, scheme. Matt Eberflus, we need to at least give him some credit. And the biggest one is this. If you listen to Landon Dickerson, what did he say? The Cowboys ran more 5-man fronts than we had ever seen. They put something on film that we hadn't seen. Well, actually, they did. They teased it a lot versus Arizona. So that lets me know, number 1, the Eagles weren't paying attention and weren't taking it serious. And number 2, that's not our problem that you guys weren't ready. That's why you scheme. That's why you throw curveballs at these offensive coordinators to see how they handle it. They could.
They just knew they was going to dog walk us. And then when they got 21-0 from mistakes and calls that weren't right and some good football, they thought they was going to just dog walk us because we were sorry. Even when we were sorry, we almost beat them game 1. Week 1, we almost beat them. They should have known better. They should have known better.
Not run the ball. Literally, Saquon Barkley, the great Saquon Barkley, averaged 2 yards a carry.
They can't run the ball no more. Wow.
Versus the Cowboys. That is incredible. I don't care what they got going on. I don't care who they're missing. For him to only have 22 rushing yards, and it's like, oh, yeah, put in Tank Bigsby. Man, okay, maybe he.
Yeah, they crying for Tank Bigsby up in the joint, man. I listen to a whole lot of Philadelphia news. I love listening to they're the only team, them and the Commanders, I call them Redskins, them and Washington's team are the only 2 teams I'll listen to their content creators, or actually their radio stations when they lose. I only listen to Copizzle and Bad Dog when the Giants lose. None of their radio stations and all of that stuff. But the Eagles, man, WIP, that's my joint. I love that joint when they lose.
Would have did a little bit better. But the Cowboys had their number on the ground. They had their number in the pass game, especially in the second half. They shut them out. Matt Eberflus deserves credit for that. He deserves credit for pressing different buttons. He's blitzed a lot more. He's shown pressure. He's backed out. And at the end of the day, even the corners, when they get beat, at least they get a guy to the ground. At least they tackle. You see Hooker tackling. You see Donald tackling. They're not going to be perfect. They're not. The personnel, what we have back there, it's okay. It's not amazing in the secondary. But at least they're doing tangible things to show that this defense, I wrote it down, this defense is actually improving. What do you guys think that the future has for this defense? Do you think this defense can keep ascending? How will they play versus the Kansas City Chiefs? It's a bigger test, but I think that we'll be fine. What do you guys think that this defense needs? But I got to tell you, from what I'm seeing on film, okay, from what the numbers say, the defense is trending in the right direction. That's all I can ask. It's your boy Footsdaking as always. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you guys for growing me. I told you
he's one of my favorite content creators. He has another little guy that comes on there with him. And then he's part of the Cowboy Collective with himself and Law and John Machota. Yeah, I did say that. John Machota and Skywalker Steel. And they go in, they go hard. And people wonder why I don't listen to the 4-letter. I don't need to listen to the 4 and 3-letter networks when I got these guys. Man, Dallas Cowboys, we got some of the best content creators. I ain't even said nothing about CFT, CFO, Boss Cowboy, and one a lot of people don't like, but I like him. AOC, I like him. It's a lot of them, man. It's a lot of them. It's some the liquor store, the boys from Alabama. Man, hey, we got a whole lot. We got a boy out on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. And from time to time, I'm gonna feature their stuff on here until maybe they reach out to me and tell me to stop. I don't know. But I'm trying to drive people to them anyway. And DallasCowboys.com. Okay, here you go. I just told y'all I listened to some of that Eagles stuff, right? Check this out.
21 plus for the first time since
Wait a minute. That's why you get that
1999. They had a season high 14.
I want y'all to know something.
Well, the Eagles. Well,
if y'all knew Dak Prescott's record against the NFC East in Dallas, I think it's something like 20-2. I mean 22-2 now. 22-2. Ain't that something? The NFC East at home. That's his overall is like 30-something and 9 or something, man. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Let me see.
the Eagles blowing a lead of 21 plus for the first time since 1999. They had
since 1999.
Season high 14 penalties.
Oh, I do have 14 penalties. Good grief. There is the stat I wanted to tell you about. I tried to send a picture, but for some reason it wouldn't show here. Okay, I'm finished with this. But I want this. Man, you gotta beat the phone up to make it close. Good grief. Anyway, oh yeah, it's just not responding. Okay, hold on. Here we go. It's a stat that I wanted to read. Wow. This thing is still stuck right here. Anyway, let them go ahead and play. I'll work on this while this is playing.
That's the kind of stuff that will drive a fan base crazy. Eva Anderson has reaction.
The mood shifted fast here at Chickies and Peeps. What started out with cheers and high hopes ended with frustrated fans wondering how it all slipped away in that second half.
Dallas sucks! Dallas sucks!
Like a typical rivalry game, there was no shortage of smack talk against the Cowboys.
I hope they don't go to any of the Eagle fans and ask them to spell Eagles. You know, they can't spell up there.
First team, they should be playing high school football.
Fans felt confident in the first half.
Oh, here it is. It says, when leading by 21 plus points, the Eagles since 2000 are 90-0. 90 wins, 0 losses. Not anymore.
As they fix their eyes on the big screens to see the Birds soar to a 21-point lead.
Let's go! I'm seeing us kick butt like always. What a night to be an Eagles fan, huh?
But then it turned out to be a night some fans described as humiliating. The crowd at Chickies and Pete's watched with dread as Dallas started to gain traction.
No! It's a problem.
Yes.
It's a problem. They got so much offense on the outside, they can score quick. You got to shut it down. They didn't shut.
Don't be getting scared now. Boy, that's one thing about them fans. They go from one, they move. I don't think they put their goalposts down. They run with the goalposts. So whatever happens, they just move the goalposts to the next argument.
Shut it down.
As the Eagles' lead narrowed to 7 points in the third quarter, an excited Cowboys fan let the room know a comeback was on the table.
That used to be me in when I was younger in Washington, D.C. That was me right there, dogging. Let me get back up there. I pressed the wrong button. Here we go.
The second half team we're going to see in this fourth quarter, we're going to get it going.
Unsurprisingly, he was booed. But much to the Birds fans' disappointment, he was right. They watched as the Cowboys tied, then surpassed the Eagles with a fate-sealing field goal at the end. Frustration filled the room.
They came out so hard, and then they got soft in the second half. They were up 21-0. They gave up 24 unanswered points.
So he had said pause. Sounded like he was explaining a lot of Philadelphia men.
Other fans questioned some calls.
I think they played solidly, but I also question about 3 or 4 key penalties that were really not penalties. And
or not penalties that weren't penalties, like the kick that we got called for roughing the kicker when we actually touched the ball first? What else? Come on. I mean, we get all the penalties, right? But you tell it.
Seems to get them at home for some reason.
But for some, hope remains.
We're going back to the Super Bowl. We start playing in the second half of the season, and we're going to lose a couple games. But when the playoffs start, the stakes are high.
And while the loss certainly stings, fans say they just hope tonight was a wake-up call and the Birds will turn it around on Friday against the Bears. Eva Anderson, CBS News, Philadelphia.
I love that. These are the kind of things I like to go and listen to and hear after the Eagles lose. I love that. I love watching stuff like that. All right, hold on. Let me switch this up real quick. I don't know how much of this right here I'm gonna play. I'm gonna tell you how to go to DallasCowboys.com and watch the rest of this. I don't know if I'm gonna let this whole thing play. It's two of them. One of them is CD and some boys talking about the upcoming game, and then Dak talking about the upcoming game. Let's see.
You had against the Eagles. Last time you had to look in the eye, week 2, you went for over 100 yards against the Giants. What does the quote-unquote look in your eye mean mentally from your perspective?
I just got to lock in on my fundamentals, man. It ain't really too much going on as far as catching the ball. There's not really anybody in my way. I'm the only one guarding myself, I feel like. So, yeah, we're gonna fix that.
What's the easiest way to kind of, quote-unquote, get out of your head if you're kind of overthinking?
Just lock in, be myself, do what got me here. I'm in this position for a reason, and I know I'm ready for it.
Do you believe you've been overthinking, or how do you explain it?
It's really just lack of focus on my end, honestly, just thinking of doing 2 before 1, and there's been plenty of that going on. And by that, I mean I'm thinking about my next move before catching the ball and things of that nature. There's not really much on anybody else but myself, and I've never been the type to really point the finger. But, yeah, it's all on me, and I got to handle that.
Were you angry or disappointed in that performance on Sunday?
Say that again?
Were you angry or disappointed in your performance on Sunday?
Disappointed in myself for the most part, obviously, because they've called my number more, and at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for. Once I see the ball come my way, and nobody's harm but mine to catch the ball, you know. And I'm a firm believer in that, and I know me, and I know the player I am, and yeah, I'll be all right.
Shadi said you're as healthy as you've been. Do you feel?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm back. I'm cool. I'm regular. I'm 100.
What's the significance to you, even though you got a lot of belief in your own ability, to just hear Shadi say, he's one of the best in the league. We're going to throw it to him. The ball's going to 88 a lot against the Chiefs. Be ready.
That's on the Chiefs to stop it. And again, it's on myself to put myself in the best position to get the ball and do what I do with it. And as far as for Shadi, just call my number. I'm always out there. I'm always available for him. For Dak, build that confidence. Let's get to it.
What are those conversations like with Dak when you go through?
All right, hold on. Let me see. That's some CD. Oh, let's see what Overshown got to talk about.
No, we all get together. It's definitely a mandatory, cookout, barbecue, whatever we decide to do. But we're going to watch the Cowboys. And I tell people all the time,
Thanksgiving.
We will always have like a little football game between the cousins. So, and then once we was outside, we was really outside for the day. So we watched the Cowboys a little bit. And next thing you know, we all outside playing the Cowboys and whoever they playing. So it was always fun. I think I talked a little bit on it last year. Just you always picture yourself making plays during this game because, millions of people are watching it. So I definitely feel myself, feeling like that again this year.
Yeah, that was nice. What you got?
That was always the plan. Britt probably didn't see that at first. He was like, I'm going to be going around saying, when you going to be back playing? I'm like, yes, sir. But, I kind of planned on this game, being one of the ones I came back for. Just, the environment, the atmosphere of the game, last year how that went. It's a game that you don't want to miss. So, I'm excited to be a part of it. You know, I never take it for granted. You know, it's just the best. It's just a blessing to be able to play again. So, you know, I'm thankful for it.
You see, y'all been with me for 42 minutes. 44 minutes, almost 45 minutes now.
He gonna know mine too because I'm.
Let me back up. What are you talking about?
I'm chasing them around.
Back it up.
Grew up with them, so I know. You know, it's quick turnaround for somebody that's still ramping up. But I felt great last game, so you know it ain't gonna be no limiting me or pulling me back. Like we steady moving on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy thing is, so I went to White House in elementary. So the varsity football players would actually come to the elementary and see the kids. So Pat was actually in high school. So it was a couple of times he came to the elementary. His brother Jackson and his cousin Emma, we was all in the same class. So I actually grew up with them. So I know the Mahomes real well, that family real well. And I'm pretty sure, when I was doing combine interviews, I said it was either a dream to play against them or play with them. So I get to play against them, so that's gonna be fun. East Texas going at it.
Have y'all met since you've been in the league?
We haven't. I done seen them around, but as far as like formally just sit down and talk, we haven't done that. So it'd be good to hear from them, during the game when I'm chasing them around.
What would you like to meet him?
All right, let's see what else we got here. This to my rookie, Mr. Booker. See what he's talking about.
We got the dogs to do it, so it's just about being intentional with what we do.
Heading into your first Thanksgiving game in the NFL, are you excited about that? Do you have any memories of playing on Thanksgiving or not playing, but watching Thanksgiving games as a kid?
I do, tons. That's a time where you really get to enjoy it with family and to be able to spend it with my new Dallas Cowboys brotherhood. I'm very excited, and then equally as excited for the meal after the game too. So can't wait.
Are you hoping to get a turkey leg after the game on TV?
Definitely. I know they usually give them to the skill positions, but I'll see if I can make some impact blocks and maybe get recognized and get one.
Tyler, as a rookie, talk about how special it is to be able to in practice go against guys now like Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, last week Jalen Carter on the field, this week Chris Jones. What does that do for your development and speeding that up?
Look, I mean, you just hit it on the head. It's going to speed up my development because I'm going against all the top guys that we have on the team, and then going against some of the top guys in the NFL, like Jalen Carter this past week, and now Chris Jones this coming week. It's only going to make me better, and that's where I'm going to be able to see where I'm at as a player and see where I need to improve. But like you said, having some of the vets that we have, like Quentin, he's helping me study some of the defensive tackles I had to go against, telling me stuff from the mind of a defensive tackle. So I'm very blessed to have him and everybody else on the team to help guide me and lead me in the right direction.
This dude right here, he handled Jalen Carter. He handled Jalen Carter, man. He put him on the ground. I seen he punished Jalen Carter. And he just a rookie. Wait till he get developed, man. Our offensive line gonna be like that again. Let me see. I got Dak Prescott. That's the last one, and then we out of here. I thank you guys for making it this far and holding on with me.
With the Chiefs coming down just 4 days after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's vital. You've got to reset. Yeah, that was a great win, great tough win, emotional as you said, coming back from down 21. But it was only to be celebrated that night, to be honest with you. And I think I said that in the presser, like, especially on the short week, you've got to move forward. You've got to get on your film. You've got to find a way to crunch 5 days into 2 days, 2.5, 3 days. And obviously having to do this a bunch, I mean, everybody in the league does it. It's no foreign process, but you got to make sure you're locked into the details. The last thing you can do is be living on what you did last week. You're as good as what you did today and how you prepared. And we've got to keep that in mind, and if we want to win, it's going to be on our preparation each and every day.
It felt like it took you a little while to settle in to that game against the Eagles. Will that process be easier this week because you just went through it in a big-time
One more time.
environment? It seemed like it took you a little while to settle in offensively and get to doing what you guys do well. Will that be easier in this game because you just went through it?
Hell, I sure hope. I mean, I don't think anybody planned for that beginning of the game to go that way. Sure not how we prepared or our intentions throughout the week. And so, yeah, the plan is to be much better than that start, a lot faster earlier. And if we did last week, who knows, it would have been a much different game. We know how talented and good this team is coming in. We know how important it is to start fast, and that's our focus. However, if that doesn't happen, you've got to be resilient. You've got to show competitive stamina. At the end of the day, it's a 4-quarter game, and that is what the goodness of last week does. Is just as I mentioned, right, gives guys confidence for in case you get in that situation. But we've got to start much better than we did last week.
What do you expect from CeeDee Lamb this week? Bounce back against Kansas City after the down game against the Chiefs?
Yeah, a huge game. I mean, just go back and look at the career, right? Any game that maybe he's not done to his standard or had a drop here or been a frustrating game, the way he's responded has been unquestionable. I know early in this year was the same way, right, from the first time we played them to his next game. I don't expect this to be any different.
You talked a lot about the future of Pickens. Is the feeling mutual for Javonte Williams based on the season he's having as well?
1,000%.
I'm messing with Calvin.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying no. I
was messing with Calvin. No, they don't want him back.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, he knows I'm going to say hell yeah. How crucial he's been to this offense, how great of a dude he is, how great of a teammate he is. A quiet guy, but when he speaks, it's definitely heard. Anything he does is felt. Yeah, he's an important piece to what we're doing right now.
You were asked about the late 4th down after the game the other day, but you also had the 4th down from midfield at the start of the game. What was your take on that? Is that Shoddy saying, "Let's go win this game now"? What do you think he was feeling?
Listen to this, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had to start fast. Yeah, and I was all for that. To be honest with you, there was a little miscommunication there. I mean, you have to ask Shoddy. I think he wanted to punt it. I didn't. The time went out from what he could tell me, so I didn't quite get that, and that'll be us being much better on the communication. But I went to a play I was comfortable with. Unfortunately, it just didn't play out that way. But we'll do that again over and over.
What he's trying to tell you is he's making a call now sometimes. I remember Tony Romo reached that stage. Now Dak is at that stage. He's not a little kid anymore. He's a seasoned veteran, been in the game. He might make the call. Shotty might send in one, but he knows if he makes a call, he's not going to be riding the bench the next game. So I love this. Hey, look, y'all. Y'all see what I got right there? Get saved. Get saved. It's coming again. Right there. Read that. Romans 10:9. Hey, I might not be back on here before Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, I know I won't. Y'all know how rare it is for me to do these. I'm going to get better. I'm just taking my time, trying to get my stuff right. Oh, I did make some new acquisitions. You will see some equipment that I've acquired that's going to make it a little easier for me to be able to do this and to enhance the studio. But this is Papa Benny. I'm glad you joined me. If you stayed this long, you've been on here for like 53 minutes. I know nowadays everybody like everything microwave and real quick, and the people that have helped me and say, "Hey, it's just too long." Yeah, hey. I'm a preacher and a minister, and my sermons, not sermons, but my lessons are a little long sometimes. Sometimes I get a little long-winded. But anyway, I'm going to catch you guys on the other side. You see right there, over there, it says Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. This is the only secular holiday that I honor myself. The rest of them, I don't even serve them. I have or take interest in. I said serve them. Take interest in any of them. But anyway, love y'all. May God bless you. And for you Eagle fans, y'all just watch the outro and enjoy it. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved? calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen, 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 listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys. Oh! I'm still them boys, them boys, them boys. I'm still them boys. Yeah. I'm still them boys. Yeah, yeah. I'm still them boys. Call and check on me. Hey, I'm still them boys. Them boys, them boys, them boys, them boys, them boys, them boys. I'm still them boys. Now y'all don't want to call and check on the pastor. I'm still them boys. Huh. Yeah, I'm still them boys.